Hari Om. Celebrating birthdays is a very normal thing, a very normal practice among all of us. We celebrate birthdays of our friends, of our elders, of our leaders, our religious masters, our gurus, and even those whom we know as incarnations. But the birthday of Lord Krishna is not wishing the birthday to a man as we do in our common practice. This is Krishna Janmashtami. There's a message behind this particular festival of Krishna Janmashtami. This is the example how humanity has developed and up to what level we can grow. We have certain examples not only in India but worldwide that so many people take birth and pass away, but there are very few who have born in very, very common families, the family of shepherds, the family of cowherd, and still we have people who are born in very high established families, the families of the royal families we may call. And those who are born in as a cowherd or who are born as the royal child, both have elevated to the top level of their growth. From molecule to absolute. Only one example is there who is not the messenger of God. But throughout his life, from very early childhood to the level when he passes away, when his physical form is no more, all through his life, he has worked as God. We looked at him as a man, as a miraculous man who has led the great Mahabharata of the world. We have seen him as a Jagat Guru. We have seen him as a master of all 16 arts, Solah Kalavatara. We have seen him in different worldly relations and in different worldly duties. This single man has set an example that we may look at him as a man, and there are so many people who think that he is a self-proclaimed God. And how can a man call himself a God? So they continue to look at him in same form. This is our vision, and this is the depth of our approach, how deep we look at somebody, how deep we study. Lord Krishna, the Dwarikadhisha, Lord Krishna, the Trilokinatha, Lord Krishna, Jagat Guru, Lord Krishna, Giridhar, Lord Krishna, Bansidhar, Lord Krishna, Makhanchor, Lord Krishna, Matki Phod. So many I can quote till evening. But every identification has a deep message how he is a matki phor, how he is a makhan chor, how he is a chit chor. But it is our level of thinking, how deep can we see or identify Lord Krishna. He is Lord Krishna in himself. We have the example of a drop. A drop is a drop, water drop. When it falls into an ocean, it is an ocean. It acquires the status of an ocean. It is no more a drop. Same width, same depth, everything. But only those who know that it was a drop, just a drop that has fallen into ocean. So how can a drop become ocean? But when it becomes ocean, drop is there, no doubt. But it acquires the state of an ocean through transformation. That's why Lord Krishna is Yogeshwara, the top yogi. Because being in body, he is an example of how can he elevate himself up to the level of divine. There's no ego in Krishna, but he is the embodiment of truth. He is the embodiment of realization. Nowhere in Srimad Bhagavad Gita or Mahabharata or anywhere he has proclaimed himself to be a god. He is a very simple man. Throughout life he is a simple man. But the miracle was created when through meditation, through realization, he could know that he is not a molecule. Born as a molecule, he has risen to the level of absolute. He does not so say that come and pray me. He never says that come and follow me. But even if we hear, or Arjuna in Mahabharata, in Warfield hear, Sarva dharmana parityajya mamekam sharanam braja, aham cha sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchah. Here that cowherd is not speaking. A cowherd has no capacity of going so deep into spiritual elevation or realization of his divine self. That time, the divine is speaking. I'll think of your well-being. You just forget everything, forgive everybody, and devote yourself to me in absolute, as I devoted myself in absolute to become an ocean. When he says Om iti ekakshar Brahma Vyaharan Mam Anusmaran Yapriyat Tajan Deham Sayati Paramam Gatim. When he says like this, it is not the person, Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, the son of Devaki or Yashoda. No. He is adorable one because he is he with capital H. He is not he like you and me. But he is still an example that we can also, through yoga, through meditation, through realization, we can also be a Sindhu from Bindu. We can also be absolute through regular growth of the molecule. He speaks it look like that a person is speaking and a guru is preaching for a depressed and suppressed man known as Arjuna. But this is actually a message for all of us who are in the war field, who are in the struggling situation, who are perplexed and confused. And He is giving us the way of rightful living through Gita, the way of living with the torch of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. That light has to be invoked from within us. And finally, when he asks, after complete discourse in Mahabharata, he asks Arjun, don't think that I am a person giving you the lesson, but this is direct message from divine. We human being become just a tool. And when he in person says that I bow before you, I surrender before you, he says, no, you are surrendering before God. Om iti ekakshar Brahma. Om is the ekakshar Brahma, not me. One syllable God is Om, not Krishna, the cowherd. And then he asks his disciple, what happened? What could you carry? What has been added to your pocket of experience? Then Arjuna says, the depressed Arjuna, a few moments back he was under absolute depression. He was a fugitive. From fighter, he was converted to fugitive because of his ignorance and association with ignorant people. But when he comes in touch with an enlightened Deepak in form of Krishna, he says, Nashto moha, smritir labdha tava prasadan mayachyuta. With folded hands he says, Nashto moha. There is no more of ignorance. Smritir labdha, I have regained myself. Tav prasadan mayachyuta, bho achyuta, bho the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. With your blessings, I am in tune with you. So now I am also a realized person. Nashto moha smritir labdha tav prasadan mayachyutah sthitosmi. Now I am not perplexed. I am not imbalanced. I am firm. Gata sandeha. There is no more doubt, no more suspicion. Karishye vachanam tava. Now I know that I am beyond life and death, beyond birth and death. I am eternal. My form is eternal. And in this world, I'll act no doubt as a man, but I'll act as just a tool in your hand. Karishye vachanam tava. Whatsoever you instruct me, you have instructed me, I'll live accordingly. And I'll be a true winner, no doubt. And this particular association with enlightened Krishna, with Yogeshwara Krishna, made him a true leader, true warrior, true soldier, and a successful man. So on Krishna Janmashtami, I congratulate all of us who are born in that tradition. I congratulate all the yoga seekers who are on path of yoga, not for just having a fit body, having a strong body, having a disease-free body, or after curing, being capable of enjoying this world. This is an abuse of yoga. Because when yoga drashti is attained, then yoga is samadhi. Yoga samadhi. In the beginning, you certainly know that yoga chitta vritti nirodha. This is the A of alphabet of yoga science. But the Z and absolute of yoga science is samadhi. Lord Krishna acquired samadhi. Kabir acquired samadhi. Raidas acquired samadhi. Nanak acquired samadhi. Buddha acquired samadhi. Mahavira acquired samadhi. Dayananda, Vivekananda and Ramakrishna, so many. And the doors are open for all. Gita is not available for just Hindus. No doubt that it was incarnated in a structure, in a constitution, who was a Hindu body. But he never claimed that I am a Hindu now. He claimed that he is divine, and divine is for all. And he was a true divine, because nowhere he mentioned himself as Krishna. Even in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, when dialogues are discussed, Vedavyasa mentions that now Krishna is speaking, now Arjuna is speaking, the question answer session is going on, Pariprashnena Sevaya process is going on. But Krishna never says that I, as Krishna, I am teaching you, I am showing you the path to success, I am dragging you from this course of sadness, sorrowfulness to divinity. No, because he was no more a person. He was in body, but till we are attached to a source, then we are charged accordingly. You see, in our everyday example, there are people who have relations with high-profile persons, with very strong personalities. A very common man has relation, is in tune with high-profile people, and when he speaks with confidence, you say that he is not Ramu speaking. Here is Vivekananda speaking in him. Here is Kabir speaking in him, because he was touched to these great personalities. So, entire transformation was there. Same way, when Bindu is transformed into Sindhu, then all qualities of Sindhu are with Bindu, and Bindu can again be separated, no doubt. It can be again identified that it is again a Bindu. But still, this is an example. The example of Lord Krishna is before us. On this festival, we have not to say Happy Janmashtami, but we have to think to make our Janma happy. We have to see the jhanki of Lord Krishna, not in photos, not in sceneries we go and see in different temples. If even we go to different temples and see the incarnation pictures of Lord Krishna and the different stages of his life, then also we feel, or we should feel, that Krishna is all around us. Krishna is all around us, because Krishna is what is in dark till day. Whenever we dip in that dark Krishna, in dark means we are ignorant about him. But when jo jo bude sham rang त्यों त्यों उज्ज्वल होय या अनुरागे चित्त की गति समझे नहीं कोई. So the deeper we penetrate into that darkness where Krishna is, because darkness is within us and Krishna is light. So we have to search that Krishna who is light, not dark. Hari Om.